Now this week has been light on content, which has been light on videos, but I wanted to make this video because we're about a week away. What are we a week away from? Golden tickets. Now I know a lot of people went over MLB The Show, not playing the game, but golden tickets is still going to be a big thing. And it's been confirmed they're going to come out on the 18th of May, which is next Thursday. What you should have been doing, or what you should have been doing. I'm going to kind of go through what I've been doing, how I've been making coins in the process, and preparing for golden tickets, and what I think the market's going to look like. So hit the like button, drop a sub. Like I said, you still got about a week to do this, and I've made millions, and I will show you my auction house and all that different stuff to prove what I'm talking about. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Hey, ain't we been through it all? Then we sleep on them floors. Everybody we thought we needed, we don't need them no more. Run it up, don't check the score. No one bought.
All right, first things first, let's talk about what you should be doing. Training, right? Everyone and their mother is buying training. You see training prices at 115. That's more for around the 93. Where I've been kind of going to training is the 97 and 96 markets. Where I try to look for 96 is under 130 and 97 is under 200. Now, I will show you, like I said, my auction house, and we'll go into the auction house, and I will show you it's easily attainable to get these things. Without a shadow of doubt, you're probably just looking in the wrong places, but invest in training, because obviously they come out next week, the 18th, and it's either going to be in the training variety pack or the titanium pack. And if you guys remember last time when the titanium pack first came out, training went up. It was about around 1.8 and it went to around 2.2. So could we see a spike closer to that? It's at 1.15 now. Maybe it gets up to 1.5, 1.6. We shall see. Alright, now as you can see, my auction house is completely full. Now, first thing we got to look at is my bids. I told you guys my price. 97 is under 200K, 96 is under 130. So, let's look at my price. So, pay attention. I want you guys to pay attention to those two cards you just seen. You see that, where are they at? Those Quentin Johnsons, the first round pick for the Chargers. Pay attention to the price I paid for those. You probably can't see it right now, but they're the same price because my head's in the way. 204, but you can see 202, 190, 200, 200, 194, 200, 200, 190. This is basically the price that I've been looking at keeping or buying these, like which you've seen is about 125, right? It's a safe price in my opinion, because I do think when golden tickets initially come out, training will rise to probably around like 1.5, 1.6. I'm just going off recent history, and we all know with Madden, history repeats itself over and over throughout the Madden Ultimate Team year, right? And like I said, a lot of people are gone, but your boy's still working. I haven't been posting many videos, but I'm still obviously conscious on here getting on buying training. So you can get on here and buy training. And the thing is, you don't have to actively go out and spend hours on the auction house, and that's the problem. A lot of people think you got to spend hours on the auction house to make this happen. You do not. Like I said, I live in Australia. Y'all all know this. I get on for probably about an hour maybe and snipe, but then I also do this process to kind of recoup coins back, and that is overlisting or lazy selling. So let's look at my newest. Now I'm hoping some of these do show, because I do have a lot on my auction house. Now remember, we got those two Quentin Johnsons for 204. We sold them for 270, which after tax is what, 445? So we essentially made about 40K, 80K right there. Dwight Freeney, another one that we sold. That's another for. So selling those three cards, which took me an hour, I made 120K. I can tell you over the last 2 weeks, I've probably made close to 2 to 3 to maybe 4 million doing this. And it actually doesn't take that long at all. You literally just buy these cards, and what I do is I list them overnight for 8 hours. I will list 20 at 270. As you can see, I still have 20 up right now. Most of these are going to say, I think about 5 to 7 or 8 of those sold. So if I'm making 40K per 5 to 7, that's about what, 200K to 280K, and obviously sometimes more will sell, and depending on which one. There's a Tristan Wirfs, which I got for 200. Now I'm greedy with this, right? I expect 280. I did do some 269s, but you can see most of mine are 285s. Now another thing you can do if you are sniping 97 weekly wildcards, 99 weekly wildcards are still very expensive. Specifically Logan Ryan, because he gets deep out KO for 0. You got Dexter Lawrence, who gets inside stuff for 0 as well. So looking at those, as you can see, you've seen on my previous page that I was sniping 97s for like 190, 200K. It takes 2 97s and I think 3 94s. You can get the 94s around 60K. It's costing about 580, maybe times a 570 build. I'm selling these for 700K. That means I'm getting 60K after tax. You know, if you don't want to individually sell the 97s, that's something you can do. You can do the same thing with the 95s. Now, what does this have to do with golden tickets? I am buying cheap training, right? I'm getting that, but I'm also what they're calling hedging my bets. That, you know, if it comes out and something does happen, you know, where the training doesn't go up as much as I think it is, I think it's obviously going to go up because it's going to be like the last hurrah for Madden. I am buying these cards and then selling them, making a profit, and then rebuying. So if I'm buying a card at 200, selling it for 270, and then I get back 240 for it, I rebuy at 200. I just put 40K in the bank. And that's how I've been essentially making my coins the past 2 to 3 weeks, probably since the titanium pack first left, the first time it left. And I guess what dates are to do it now? Before Wildcard Tuesdays were perfect to do it, right? Absolutely great to do it. But now, to me, the best time to do it, Thursday when Backyard Ballers come out, the new 97s. They're about 210K right now. But if you look at them, you'll get some under 200K. Legend Saturday. Now, another thing you need to look at when you're talking about Legend Saturday and Backyard Ballers, people focus on those programs, but I always tell you, when someone's over here, you need to be working over here. 97 reduxes and 96 reduxes, because during that day order people are opening, training variety packs more than anything. What pops out of training variety packs? 96 and 97s. As you can see, if we go back to my bids, hopefully it shows some of the 97 reduxes I've gotten. It just did. So Darius Williams at 129, right? That is 1.1 per. 1.19 per. If we look at some of the other reduxes, like I said, it may not show you. I know how the auction house is, but Rodney Harrison, Forrest Gregg, which we resold Forrest Gregg for 270K. We resold Rodney Harrison for 260K. So that all the time, I'm making coins, but at the same time, I'm sniping training. But then, like I said, hedging my bets, taking my 40K and then reinvesting it, you know, when something sells and stuff like that. So that's something you should be doing. Let's look at the auction house, and I can show you guys it's super easy to find these things. Okay, auction house. Now I'm kind of giving up my secret, but look, I want everyone to eat at the end of the day. So look, 96, 97s, right? And servers are still super slow, but what I basically do, I filter between weekly wildcards, even though there's still, like, technically there's no new weekly wildcards come back, they still get listed for some reason. Look, what did I just tell y'all? Let's see if I can get this. 170K. Now, if we calculate that, right, that puts me at 172,000 divided by 160K. Is what off the I know it's close to 1.1. I know it's close to 1.1. It is basically 1.1. You guys just seen it live. Now, what I will do, with that Cole Beasley, like that example, I'll probably list that for 250K, because even selling that, right, I still get 60K back from that. Now, if I wanted to, right, I can also take that and make a 99 Logan Ryan or Dexter Lawrence and recoup my coins that way. There's so many ways you can go about making it happen. It just depends on how you want to do it. Because you see the cheapest Cole Beasley outside of that is 220K. Even if I list it up for 228, I still make 20K. Right? And obviously going into golden tickets, you want to have training and you want to have coins. This is a way where you can kind of have both, right? And you can cover both spreads. So like for me, anything over 200K I won't do. But then, like I said, I scroll through Ultimate Legends. Like I said, this is huge on Saturday. These get listed so frequently, like especially like the last 2 Saturdays with Champ, and then the previous Saturday with Richard Sherman and them. These were getting listed. Like I got multiple 97s at like 180K. You know, so like for me, 197, because I have enough training, I'm being a bit greedy. But let's say you're out there and you're looking for training, these are fantastic buys. And always search down Ultimate Legend 96, 97 offense, or go to the specific position. Because when you filter down, like if we just go all, those Willie Andersons are not going to show up because someone has listed them up for 22 and 23 hours, right? See? No Willie Anderson. So you got to filter down to make things happen, right? And then like I said, the other one that I really like is Reduxes. Not necessarily now, because no one, I'll hit my desk, is opening up Redux packs or training variety packs. But obviously the days when people are opening up training variety packs. But even this, I'm going to scoop it. 191. I know for a fact, even though I hate these because they makes my game slow, that's 1.18 per training. I essentially can roll the TVP at that risk-free. That's another thing I've been doing with me getting my training so cheap. I've been rolling the TVP. So if you wish to roll the TVP at a kind of a risk-free environment, this is a way to go about it as well. So I'm glad I've gotten a couple snipes and able to show you guys essentially what I've been doing. And like I said, I will relist this card, and you just got to relist it. I said I do them overnight. I don't just sit on the auction house. Like I said, it's been what, 5 minutes of me sitting on the auction house, and I couldn't gotten 4 snipes if I wanted. The 2 Willie Andersons, and then obviously the 2 that I've gotten. But nevertheless, this is what I'm talking about. So hopefully y'all got that and it makes sense, and y'all can eat off of it. So that's what I've been doing. It's not a pretty process, but it's efficient and it doesn't take long. You don't have to sit on the game all day. Like I said, you guys literally seen me get those, and if I sell those for $250, that's a quick, what, 100K I made in less than 5 minutes. I spent it on the auction house. People say, you know, making coins is hard. I think it's one of the easier Maddens to make coins that's out there. And like I said, you can always look at older sets to kind of make even more coins with those 97s. If I was to get 94s and all that and build those. So hopefully you guys can enjoy. Like I said, 1 week away golden tickets are. I think this is something everyone should be doing, taking advantage of this, because the market is going to go up in terms of trading when golden tickets drop. And yeah, and it also depends on how frequent the golden tickets come out. But like I said, it also, and as well, depends if it's in the titanium pack or the TVP. But I think it will go up nevertheless, and it's not bad to have cheap training on site instead of buying, you know, pro elites and stuff like that. And speaking of pro elites, we have a fun new series dropping this week. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. It's something unique. I've searched around, haven't seen anyone do it. Something I tried to create it on stream, and I want to bring it to the YouTube. So I appreciate you boys. Be on the lookout. Broncos Steam Team update will be this week as well with the new champ. And like I said, another card I kind of talked to you guys about, because I was not able to make it in time. I wanted to wait until Backyard Brawlers 2 and see if we got a card, and then Ultimate Legend and see if we got a card there. And then I think I'm going to have that on Sunday, you know, for Sunday football. So I appreciate you boys. I'm out. Deuces.